The quota is over, right? The quota is did over, and I'll be going through my data for this quarter. It wasn't the best quarter for me, basically. I did perform very poorly upon what I look upon, right? A lot of performance, but it doesn't mean that I shouldn't be looking forward or I shouldn't analyze my data and stuff, because that what keeps me like going, right? Every time I look upon what I did back, I do get that energy to fix stuff and then continue going higher. As you can see, it I think it's Easter Monday. I don't know, Easter Sunday, yes. Easter, oh, what? It's Friday. Should be Easter Friday, I think. So the markets are closed. So I say to myself, I think that's how like I should be doing this in this moment, right? Basically, I think I should be like doing this as the markets are closed. So I'll be going through the data, like how I did perform and everything. Right? Um, yeah, that's it. It won't be like this. It is just a single monthly swing rate, so I won't be using that one. Um, so right, you know, this is how my curve is for the 3 months. Right, this is how my P&L is. Not that bad, but it should have been like a bit better, I think. And I wish, yeah, it should have been better performance wise. Right, yeah, let's go into performance and stuff. We see, right? So we'll start by going to monthly data, right? What I did by month. And I'll be starting by with January, right? So January we did have our election stuff. So I only took two trades, and then basically the internet was shut off, right? Only two trades in Jan, right? Then I didn't get a chance to like execute in trades and stuff. Then by the time the internet did return, I had some issues and stuff because it was a weird moment anyway. First experience for me, and I had like to look up upon a lot of stuff, like a lot of stuff, right? Was wondering what is even next, right? First experience, but overall I took two trades, one a win, one a loser, ending the like the month with like 1 hour, but I did on one trade I did get a little bit more than what I usually get, so ended up getting like 0.7% return. Um, as I do risk 0.6 and I want a 1 to 2, as you see, like I usually get 1 to 2. So I month this quarter ever since it started, I've been like trying to look upon how I would perform if I shift these percentages from like 0.6 to 1% risk per trade, right? And due to the frequency of how many trades I usually take, which is around 4 to 8 trades monthly average, um, I think 1% return would have been like it's better, right? It's better because a month for month I did just make 0.7, but if I was risking 1%, I should have made at least 1 point something returns, right? And then we go to February. February for this quarter, February was the best month for me so far, right? I took 9 trades, two losses and one BE, right? And that the crazy part is about like how I do risk, right? Yeah, the 6% return a month, it is great, super great, right? Very great. But you don't get such months like in a quarter. Like you don't get such months so back to back to back to back. So you have to be like, if you get a chance like this, you have to make sure this one pays for every like other month. Like for example, January, right? This month, this good month should be able to carry these other months. So if I was risking 1%, I should have made like 10% this month, 10 point something percent this month. So plus this 1%, that's already 1% from month. Like 11% monthly, like into months, right? So if that means even if I don't make money for the next month, I have already surpassed my quarterly like targets and stuff, which is 9%, right? But just because I've been like risking 0.6, it has been a little bit hard to reach upon that, to attain that, because I usually take minimum trades, right? And with the stuff I did this month, it only made it harder and harder. I'll be talking about on that what I did, but it only made it very hard, right, for me to achieve that goals and stuff. And then going to March, we shouldn't consider this P&L stuff, right? I don't consider the cash. I only consider the returns and then some. I leave this because I want to like I do budget for the cash everything. I want by the time I get cash, I want each and every single penny to be like budget, like under budget. Right? So March I took 4 trades, 3 losses and 1 win. Um, ended up in 0.7 minus, right? But also, if I was risking 1%, this would have been like minus 1. So minus 1 from the 11% return from the other 2 months, that's already 10%. That's great. That's great, totally great. But yeah, I didn't go out as I wanted. Win rate I had 25% win rate, which is no, it's just small trades, right? The bias I was correct on the bias 50% of the times, and then um for me the most important like data is this one, the grading, right? The grading was I was 9.5 up, right? Which basically for me, I always try my best to be like at the end of the month I want to be above 8, right? I want to be above 8. And then tension, average tension, like it was 9.775, which also I want to be above 8. So above upon this I did make accurate. And also the other thing is this month, this month it was 8.44. That means it was below this one. But depending upon how many trades I did take within this month. So you have to think about how many trades you did take. So the data should align, because you can say that this one is great, it was the best month, but how many trades did I take within this month and how many trades did I take within this month, right? So and that takes me to like um the quarterly returns. I want to like what I've been like talking of. So starting, this is how I did perform by quarterly. Like consistency, I was 20.9. That's great for consistency. Return I didn't make 5.9. That's crazy, right? For the number of wins I did take, right? Like 5.9. It's pretty low. If I was risking like 1%, it should have been like 10%. Like it should have been 10%, right? I want to like also this $61. It's a bit low. But the thing is about this one execution rate. It was very, very low, right? Usual, I want it to be above like 70%, 70%, but just look, 33. Crazy. And if you're wondering how I do actually calculate this, it is it is numbers of valid trades, right? Valid trades offered, which was 18 trades. Valid trades taken, 8 trades. So by that I have already removed like 10 trades. Like, just think about it. Like 10 trades. And then 2 trades were invalid. And then there's, like, when I say there's this trades I do take, which are, I would say, like, I only take A and A plus, right? So there's this trade. So if I format it as invalid, it means it was below A, right? So valid, it was A plus. And there's these others which are like four, like just valid, right? Like this one, 8, right? 8, 8, right? This was invalid. You can say it was 5. But 8 usually means it was like, it was good depending upon my model, but it wasn't that. Yeah, so the win rate for the month was 57. For the quarter was 57. Yeah, cool. But this is the issue. 33.3. It's crazy to even think upon. I'm looking upon fixing that maybe in the next quarter, which is which has already started anyway. Um, Mentally, I think I'll be stronger because by the that's the good thing about this, that it makes you like understanding this stuff and what. And from that we go to performance by assets. Okay. We have performance by day, but it is not that much crucial with this low data, right? It is not that crucial for me. Um, ah, Crazy. Let's see. Let's fast forward by day. Why does it take load to load? You understand? Average Thursday is my best day. Usually it is Tuesday and Wednesday, but this quarter it has been like Thursday, right? A lot of stuff changed within this quarter, right? Even on the assets, if you go to assets and stuff, usually it is, you can say, let me first start with them on, wow. So usually this quarter it was, I was more active in the Forex markets, right? But usually it is the indices we are more focused. But you can see like indices, the whole quarter I only took like 5 trades, 3 losses and 2 wins, right? And then that's like 40% win rate, just 5 trades and stuff. But FX I took like basically like the risk, and then just 3 losses and 1 BE, right? So yeah, but anyway, so the thing is acting upon my execution rate and then this stuff right here. 0.6, no, bye. But I just want, I'm doing some stuff, so 0.6 might stay for this next quarter, by third quarter of the year I'll be like of this because I also want to like increase my capital, right? I this 100 like it is less. I want like I don't know more capital and stuff. Right? So upon that, see you guys. Anyway, I'll be returning with another video. Right? Yeah, I'll be returning. I don't know what to say. Bye.